What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Friday to all of you. We're running hot. I'm betting with the bag, and it feels so good. Another giant night. Little bit better than Wednesday night. Both nights 9 and 4. Lucky number 13 bets and cash. Woo! Monday, Tuesday was very scary. I was very concerned. What a roller coaster ride this is. A roller coaster ride that I'm loving every second of it. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so pumped up. I'm so excited. I'm enjoying this so much. Shout out to all you guys rolling with us. We are going to toast the victors shortly, but let's first give a shout out to all the cappers rolling with me right now in this chat. Dan Kelly in the house says, thanks for that shake, Milton Cash. That was the difference between me having a winning night and losing night in NBA. We'll go over all those numbers. Dan Kelly also saying that was a great take on Poulter. And that's our guy, Mitch Bruner. There's so many different cappers in the chat. They're absolutely spectacular in certain sports. And we follow them very closely in those. And they're great all-around cappers. But some of the sports, they just demolish. And our Mitch Bruner, very, very good with tennis. Dan Kelly coming in with his first look of the day. Ooh, Timberwolves team total under. Very, very interesting stuff. We've seen what's been happening with Malik Beasley and D'Angelo Russell rolling together. That is the first play that I'm locking in the chat. Dan Kelly, Minnesota Timberwolves first half under. And then there's Walla Dose. Locked in OKC first half -3.5. I like that a lot. I've already made a move on the Lakers. We're going to talk about all that action. Let me just keep copying and pasting our guys' action here. Bobby Arms in the house. Garrett Kirsten, I like the OKC look. And I like it early. In fact, we'll break this down, but I'm thinking of a first quarter, first half on them for sure. Garrett Kerr in the house. Spencer Penny G said, missed a 6-leg parlay last night because the Leafs, in a shootout. That's tough. Hate hearing that, Spencer. Hitting on the Flames -1.5 and the money line plus a bunch. I held off from backing the Coyotes, and I think I'll probably stay off because there's no reason for me to compound losses that I'm very likely to endure with my future bets on the Coyotes. But I'm not high on the Flames. I do not believe in the Flames. My guy Nilo in the house. Great guy. Says, anyone else catching me on Twitch this morning? Yes, I had the incredible honor of being on the Raw Mike Richards show on Saga 960 this morning. And what a treat it is to run with Dave Bastel and Mike Richards. God, love it. Absolutely love it. And Nilo, thank you for your support. It means so much to us. All right, let's keep rolling. And American House. Clint, I hope you're feeling better today, my man. I hope you are feeling better. There's Arian Costa says, I'm going with the Atlanta Hawks money line tonight. I completely understand that idea. How can the Wizards not be exhausted? They're so exhausted. I mean, they just finished that game in Portland. What? I mean, they'll be on the floor 48 hours later across on the other side of the continent, but I still haven't pulled the trigger there. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. Boy, I'm serious, Lakers. I have made a move on the Lakers. Arian Costa said, did the Taint play cash last night? Do you need to ask? Of course the Taint played cash. Not only that, but Dan Kelly believed so much. Dan Kelly and I believed so much in Taint that we didn't bother with 2.5 points. We took that plus money line, baby. Love it. Cobra Sports 609 and out. There's Nuke Worker from the bowels of the nuclear dungeon. Darlington Power Plant, our guy, the Nuke Worker in the house. Thank you for joining us, Nuke Worker, my man. Jack Behe in the house. Jonathan Roden, I went over your looks last night. We're going to get that back right now. There's AZ. Says, I would like to smash on the Pacers, but so many players, game time decisions. Yeah, not only are they game time decisions, but I do not expect Brogdon or Oladipo to be in the lineup. So tread with caution. There's Liberty Finder in the house. Ron Lofton. Slats 45 says, won 2-team parlay last night. Bolts, Bruins, and Hawks over. Beautiful. Lost Stars. Should have listened to Jimmy. It doesn't always work out like that. But last night, did double up on the Predators. Now, I did put safe a little bit by making those bets 150 instead of the 200. But Predators first period. Predators full game. Predators finally stepping up. Good. Step up. Your city just went through a tornado. A bunch of people died. Is that what it takes to get you guys to play with a little heart? Ah, what a disaster you Predators have been this year. Thank God you showed up. Felt good. There's my guy, Carlos Pro says, my Capitals looking bad. Man, I'm not going to win my hockey pool, and I got Zibanejad, so watching him put up 5 goals and cost me $200 is upsetting. Very, very upsetting. All right, we got action coming in here from Jonathan Roden. All right, there's my guy, David Hutton in the house. He's doing my taxes and listening to this show so I can pay them. Respect to my guy, David Hutton. OG Lowbagger, David Hutton right there. OG Lowbagger. Christopher Hogan says, MLB brings the stepdad's dirty robe play of the day. I like it. Those of you who don't know what he's talking about, I don't even want to go into it, but the old, the old stepdad robe routine when you're like 10 or 11 and, you're being too loud in the basement. Your stepdad comes in at 1 a.m, extremely angry, and you'll look up and, there's balls. But we'll get into that another time. Tiffany in the house. Rod Zawacki. Alex Ramirez. The taint is hot. See, look at Alex Ramirez. See, what a perfect example of what we do here with teamwork and honesty, transparency, care, and support. Because Alex Ramirez cashed both of his Spidey plays of the day yesterday. Both of them. Blackhawks money line. You heard everyone talking Oilers, but not Alex Ramirez. But what does he come in and talk about? He comes in and talks about the taint. That's the kind of guy Alex Ramirez is. That's the kind of guy the Lowbaggers are. Makes me so proud to be friends with Alex Ramirez because he doesn't come in saying, look, I just cashed both of my Spidey plays today. He comes in giving love to the taint. My guy, Alex Ramirez. Respect. Dan Krug in the house. And America says, Coyotes better freaking show up tonight, but damn, I'm not expecting much. I'm expecting quite a bit. I know what it's like to go on the road and try and turn your season around. Well, in minor hockey and very, very minor hockey. Okay, Danny Menlo in the house. We got Walla Walla Dose. There's Matt Randall, started taint play today. Oops, squad cap. Got shafted in the noose. Oh, no, but back at it again. We're going to get you that cash. Oops, squad cap. Nicholas Fogg. Dennis Garcia. Love seeing Dennis Garcia. Big day for us tomorrow, Dennis. Big day. I'll be in our horse chat. Want that cash. Can't wait. I'm going to be sitting right beside Jeff Joseph. Akira04 in the house. Cole Coleon, Bruce Shad, Sammy B. What a great group. Dominic Alera. Joseph Gomez. A lot of you guys talking about the college basketball going on right now. I focused on although I'm 5-1 in the last 2 days in college basketball, but that's because of you guys and us talking these plays together. Barry McCockiner. Making moves on Richmond -1, Bradley -5.5, Murray State -1.5. Going to copy and paste that right now. Getting everybody's action here. And then we're going to start toasting. There's D. Summers. Rod Zawacki, no sorrying. You put so much money in our pockets. No, you never need to say sorry. Mr. Gokster nailed the horses last night. Let's get it today. Betting in heels like in Calgary money line. I don't. Rod Zawacki says love, love, love Yotes tonight. Randy Lockhart. I'm going to celebrate all of your rocks because there was a lot of rock in the house. A lot of it. So I'm going to celebrate it all in a second, but just want to give everybody a shout out first. J-Rock, the Bookie Bandit. Polly C says, teamwork makes the dream work. Jansen says, can my Seaman Sipper pick of the day be the same as the taint? Have we already got the taint in? All right. And N saying, anyone got Northern Colorado last night? It's Dog of the 9 and 5:30 show. Great job, N. Great job. Great job. There's Von Polo, Adam Lastman, Richard Lee, Serious Business, Backdoor Cover, Cordero Lindsay, Coy Ismore. You did have a great night last night, Coy Ismore. Don't think I didn't notice that. We're going to go over that stuff. Love it. Joseph Gomez, Daryl Rice says definitely like the Celtics. And Matt on NIU. Is that right? Okay, I'm just moving up. The taint is in. Okay, I'm just sorry. I went back down very quickly. Paulie said hammer a Whiteside prop. I ran with King Weasel. I ran with the Weasel. The Weasel brought money in my pocket with that Shake Milton prop. Great job. Betting heels like in Calgary. All right, there's Trotwam in the house in the taint. Play of the day is Northern Illinois -1.5. When's that pop off? Can anyone let me know when that pops off? Because I've got other stuff I need to focus on right now. There's Vincent Contreras in the house. Patrick Toby, Gerald Jones, Jansen Bonzen, Kamikaze Kush, Cat Money Benny, Ski Profit. I got every time I see, and there's Dave Burke in the house. Dave Burke will be sitting beside me on the Late Show. Guy's been rolling with us low baggers for a long time. Dave Burke, low bagger, and great stand-up comic will be sitting beside me on the Late Show. Every time I see Ski Profit, makes me want to give a shout-out to all you guys out west. Getting up early and fighting the good fight. Respect. There is intervention. Intervention says Ron Crawford, business excellence. There's AM plus money. No worries, AM. G-Sauce, great job yesterday, G-Sauce. We're going to give you a huge toast in a second, G-Sauce. Eaton. Nate Dogg, yeah, man. Yeah, you had a push there. 5-1-1. Almost hit that big giant parlay. There's Jessica Easton in the house. Mike Ayala. What a great, great group. There's Shadow. Shadow, great to see you. Sending you energy and strength and love always. Shadow dealing with some health issues. That doesn't stop him from cashing, though. What a great group. There's Antoine Seymour in the house. Heart and hand. Guillermo Zertucci. Guillermo, we have a lot of work to do tomorrow. Alvaro Romero. Sammy B hit that curry prop over. There you go. Mitch Bruner said Predators. That was not a play on the numbers. That was a play on the psychological situation. Happy they stepped up. There's JD Sportsnut, Brad Hassan. Slats making 1 spot tonight, taking Blues 2 units in regulation. They are on an 8-game winning streak right now. Let's copy and paste that. Rod Zawacki says Rangers, baby. Great job there. Great job there. Primetime DJs. Shannon went 4-1 last night. Great job. There's Billy Boxer, Jason Turgi, Leonard Welch says Capitals cost me big time. I take the blame for that. Had a 4-2 day in NHL, but I definitely take the blame for that. There's Oops Squad Cap, Bruce Shad. What a great group. All right. It is time, my friends, to get to work. But before we get to work, wow, Yellow G's dropped 500 on the Sixers money line. Respect. And sorry, did anyone tell me when that Northern Illinois game is popping off? Okay, 8 p.m. Okay, good. Jeff Joseph said Jimmy found a price in the Tampa Bay Derby that'll be using Spa City. Jeff, we just got to decide where to do it. I'd like to pick an off track, somewhere around where we are. I don't want to go up to Woodbine when there's no action. There's Prince of the City right there. Says be careful with that Kennen bet. Doden has been playing her best tennis. King Weasel in the house. Thank you, King Weasel. Look at him right there. He's right. We cash, and then he says, the first thing, I will try to find another good NBA prop for us today. God, I love that. I love it. There's DJ Big Boss in the house. Focus on your bets. Our guy Corey Simmons ready to go. Roy Bennett, Melvin Betances, Julian Cesario. I love it. Cashman in the house. There's the Butt Pod. Says, got that mic stored out nice. I did. There he is, Brent Butt. Oh, what a treat it is to have Brent Butt in the chat. God, I miss you so much, man. What a spectacular comic, and I miss your poker game immensely. All right. It is time, my friends, to get to work. But before we get to work, it is time to talk and toast some of the winners. First off, as always, we start with Taint. Taint strikes again. Taint strikes again. UConn plus 2.5. Sweaty Butcher. Butcher's prime cut. Cash with the Raptors. Canadian Capper 72. Big Beaver play today. Pittsburgh minus 1.5. Cash. Dan Kelly, third quarter. LA Clippers. Cash. Nilo, parlay. Gardner minus 4.5. Winthrop minus 13. And Air Force first half. Cash. Eddie Euler gave us Santa Clara minus 7. Cash. Yenny Toon goes 3-1. There's Stephen Lewis, my guy. Thank you for joining us. Yenny Toon goes 3-1 in NHL. Beautiful. Wild money line. Predators money line. Penguins minus 1. Only loss was the Hurricanes money line. Randy Lockhart. Cash Clippers under 238. Got it. As I said, King Weasel. Put money in my pocket with Shake Milton over 15.5 points. Got that so easily. Alex Ramirez. Double up on the Spidey play today. Flyers money line. Blackhawks money line. Doug Barnhouse gave us the Cal Poly Long Beach under 65 first half. Elena Lynn gave us that Jokic player prop over 10.5 rebounds. Joe Anisi, we look for it all the time. When Joe Anisi comes in with this work play of the day, we listen. The cash, Clippers minus 1. I was on it too. Now let's go through the honor. There's Eric Jones in the house. Thank you for joining us. Jim Rome's a douche, ready to get to work. All right, now we go through the honorable mentions for the Vegas Gun Award for capping excellence. Nate Dogg. I know he didn't cash his parlay, but 5-1-1. He gave us Pittsburgh -1. Montreal +1.5 was the loser. Boston -1. Philly -0.5. Minnesota -0.5. And the over in both Washington and Edmonton games. Shadow's plays are coming in. Let me quickly. Sorry. Let me grab Shadow right now. Shadow. I'm going to copy and paste that action. We are just going over the honorable mentions for the Vegas Gun Award for capping excellence. And giving a big shout out to our man, Tom Gunn, who's not with us anymore physically, but he's always with us when we cap the card. Shout out to Nate Dogg. Also, Gerald Jones. Wow. Gerald Jones was on the Clippers. He said his best look today was Drake in Illinois State under 135. Easy cash. He was on the Memphis, Wichita State under that I was on as well. Cash. Pink-Eyed Genie. Our Pink-Eyed Genie not only gives us winners, but he spreads pink eye awareness everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes. New Mexico State -10.5. They won by 30. Eastern Washington -13.5. They won by 30. Northern Colorado +2. Then my guy G-Sauce gave us a 3-piece extra sauce. 3-piece extra sauce. Parlay. Portland State -5. Oregon State -1. And Memphis -1. Dan Krug took the taint, added it with Flyers in regulation, and Southern -3, all cash. Coy is more. Clips +1. Philly team total over 107. Philly sack over 219, all cash. Astute Chaos. Yesterday's winner of the Vegas Gun Award for capping excellence stayed hot. Hit 2 more. He's 7-0 in the last 2 days. Clippers first half -1 and Clippers Houston first half under 121. There's Sportsman of the Year, Lucky Lefty. There's Trey Hooks. There's Nasty Nate, Richard Lee. Team is coming together. Okay. Those are all the memorable, honorable mentions for the Vegas Gun Award for capping excellence. And here is our winner. It is none other than Kevin Riley. Our guy, Kevin Riley. His mother-in-law dies, and she meant so much to this family. And through this terrible situation, I got to connect with also Kevin. I got to connect with his wife, Dawn. It was Dawn's mother who died. She meant so much to the family. What does Kevin do? He digs deep. He caps the card because it brings him happiness. He comes into our chat because it brings him happiness. And he goes 10-1. Kevin Riley goes 10-1 yesterday. If it wasn't for those janky Sacramento Kings, he would have gone 11-0. 10-1, Kevin Riley goes. And he said there was somebody upstairs helping him. Someone upstairs guiding him last night. Kevin Riley, our Vegas Gun Award for capping excellence goes to you. You lead by example. Just like your mother-in-law led by example. You come into the chat, winner after winner after winner. Strength and love to you and your family. Kevin Riley, 10-1. All right. There's Eric Rosas in the house. Joey Harb. Rez Mob. All right. It is time to get to work. Man, it's been a nice 48 hours for us. There's Razor ready to go. Adam Lastman. It's been a big 48 hours for myself. You guys saw what happened on Monday. Then on Tuesday, another debacle. I was very concerned. Last 48 hours, I'm 18-8 plus 9.92 units. NHL, I'm 5-3 plus 1.93 units. NHL still getting me. But 5-3 plus 1.9 units. NBA 8-4 plus 3.81 units. NCAA basketball 5-1 plus 4.18 units. Last night 9-4 plus 5.06 units. In NHL, we went 4-2 plus 1.93 units. NBA 2-1 plus 0.95 units. There would have been a minus there if I didn't listen to my guy Weasel who gave me Shake Milton prop. And NCAA 3-1 plus 2.18 units. There's Noli Knows in the house. Brian Arpin, AZ, Stelio Contos, Jimmy Cece. Unbelievable. And Noli Knows. The legend of unders is in the house. And G-Sauce couldn't have lost the Vegas Gun Award to a better man. Congrats, Kevin. Yes, Kevin Riley is spectacular work. All right. Rob DeGroot says, will you be doing weekend shows, Jimmy? Saturday would be cool for some UFC action. We are talking about adding the Saturday, but this Saturday, I'm going to sit right beside Jeff Joseph, and I'm going to play the horses, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy every second of it and just chill. But we're talking about adding Saturday shows because this is your show now. Whatever you guys want, we're going to give you. J Can in the house. Thank you for joining us. All right, the team is together. Gerardo Hernandez, it's time to get to work and do exactly what we've been doing. You guys have been having a great week. I have had a great 48 hours, and I need it to be 72. Let's go. We're going to start in NHL. Man, this is supposed to be my bread and butter. I'm down 7.88 units on the year. I have an average line of plus 120. My ROI is minus 3.47%. 102 wins, 125 losses. You can hit 44.9% if your average line is high. Mine's plus 120, not high enough to turn this into plus units, but I'm going to get there. There's Brooke Jordan in the house. Thank you for joining us, Brooke. The team always gets stronger when Brooke Jordan rolls with us. Well, we're going to start with this first game on the board. I can't wait to talk NBA. Just a few NHL games we got to get through. Then we're going to go talk NBA. Walla Waldo says, clear mind. You'll turn that NHL record around. I believe so. Oh, and wow, Brad Hassan just said, just heard legend Henri Richard, the Pocket Rocket, passed away. Hate hearing that. Love to the Pocket Rocket family. And, he was a great man who lived a great life. And anyone who got to be around him, I've heard that he was just a great guy, and everyone who was around him, everybody who got a chance to be around him was better off for it. All right, let's get to work. Blues, Devils. I'm on the under 5.5 right now. Let's get over the spreads and totals right now. I'm on the under 5.5. I expected this to start getting hit. St. Louis opens up at minus 180. They're now at minus 184. I expected it to start getting hit, and it was the other way around. Bet365 went to minus 105, and I still pulled the trigger. Cashman saying Marseille, moneyline, big soccer. Barry McCogner says Schneider and Nettie sucks. He's playing much better. And do we have that confirmed that it's not Mackenzie Blackwood? He's playing much better, and the Devils are playing a much, much tighter, much more conservative game right now. Jack Behe liking the Blackhawks money line. And Score App says he's confirmed. I'm fine with that. I have no now, those of you who want to fade the Devils with Corey Schneider, and that, I get it. And I need to let you guys know that I had the chance to hang out with him a few times in Vancouver. He came to one of our open mic nights quite often, a comedy night in Vancouver. And he's a great guy. And I like him. So you can say that's getting in the way of it, but I thought Mackenzie Blackwood was going to be in goal, and I'm fine with Corey Schneider. Let's talk about what Schneider's done. Comes up from the AHL. He's allowed 4 goals in 3 games. So much confidence. So much of goaltending and being between the pipes is about confidence. Michael Jenkins in the house says, shout out to Jimmy and all the low baggers from Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining us. Nuke Worker saying Pocket Rocket, 11 rings. Eddie Euler said, too bad Kessler made moves on his fiance. I've got nothing nice to say about Ryan Kessler. I'll tell you that much. Nothing. All right. Blues, Devils. The Blues are strong everywhere but their penalty killing. So when you're making a move now, I know they just shut down the Rangers. They're playing very, very defensively conscious, strong hockey, accountable hockey defensively. And their goaltenders are both looking very good. But they do have a 79% penalty killing. So when they go up against a team like the Oilers, they could have some trouble. The Blues have won 8 straight. Devils power play 17.5%, nothing to worry about. Especially with Willie Butcher now done for the year. Blues have won 8 straight. They've allowed just 13 goals in those 8 games, and 5 of them came against the Blackhawks. I'm starting to get concerned about my under 89.5 points for the season total with the Blackhawks right now. Starting to get concerned. Butcher's prime cut is in. Pacers money line, Thunder money line at plus 120. The sweaty Butcher's prime cut is in. Copy and paste that right into the Cashman's Marseille money line, big soccer play. Eddie Oler says Blues shut out the Devils in their first meeting 3-0. The Blues are struggling right now. Oh, no, Princess, he said, sad day. The Starbucks I watch the show every day just blew up and is on fire as we speak. I go every time, same time, every day, same time. Wonder if it was meant for me. Come on, Princess City. We know it wasn't meant for you. Jimmy Stain making a move on the Mavs first quarter. Interesting look. There's Boston Nick, our guy Boston Nick in the house. And Rod Zawacki getting love for his birdcage action. And he deserves it. Our Rod Zawacki. Catch Rod Zawacki live. Great capper, great guy. Huge asset to us. And low baggers support low baggers. Eddie Oiler says Blues rolling towards another Stanley Cup appearance. That's a dangerous division. That's a dangerous, tough division. All right, let's get through this game quickly because I've already made a move on the under 5.5. Braden Shen has scored in 5 straight games. Blues are the second defending champions in NHL history to have 3 separate 7-game winning streaks, 7+. The Devils have just won in their last 4 games, but it doesn't tell the whole tale. They're actually 4-1-2 over their last 7, and they're playing good hockey. They're coming off a 3-0 road loss Tuesday night to the Vegas Golden Knights. I think I can get to this under 5.5. And I made the move. Under 5.5 at -105. And I'm fine with Schneider in that. Fine. Lamont Williams coming in with his max bet. I'm going to copy and paste that right now. And Sweaty Butcher coming in. Bailey Power making a move on Dur City to win at evens. Thank you for sharing that with us. And wow, Malcolm Subban getting his first look for the Blackhawks. I believe that's his first look. Am I wrong about that, Eddie? Wow, that's a very, very interesting turn of events with Malcolm in that. All right. Gabriel Ortega says, Jimmy, can you please make it when you can see the chat when you replay your YouTube videos? Yes, just hit chat on. Just hit chat on. That's all you got to do. So you don't have your chat on. Every video that we posted has the chat. So just make sure that you've got that little click, that you've got that clicked. All right. Barry McCognan says, like that over in the Blackhawks game, but the 6 is heavily juiced. And Dana Delp says, what is a taint play? The taint play is in. The taint play is in. The taint play is Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois. There's Damian McCorriston in the house. Okay, let's keep rolling through this card. And right up, we have Blackhawks, Red Wings. Corey Crawford, I thought was going to be between the pipes, but we now know that it'll be Malcolm Subban. There's Trotwam. There's Topset. There's Viper MB. It was a great night last night, Viper. 9-4 plus 5.06 units. Blackhawks on the second half of a back-to-back after winning their 4th straight game 4-3 at home over the Oilers last night. Bernier's playing well as he possibly could be on such a bad hockey team. 907 save percentage. The Wings' penalty killing is weak. The Blackhawks' power play is at 15%. Eddie Oiler said Subban projected, not confirmed. I wonder if that's a move that I wonder if we go against the market here if it goes up to 6.5. It's up to 6.5 at Heritage and Pinnacle. I'm going to sit on that and talk about that for the late show. There's Flipper 13 in the house. Kane scored his 30th goal last night to bring Cats rolling. The Wings are a rested group. So we saw this exact same situation happen last night with the Flyers against the Hurricanes. The Flyers were on that second half of a back-to-back. The Hurricanes were so fresh. The Flyers just ran right over them. The Wings haven't played since Monday. They've lost 6 straight, 10 of 11. Adam Lastman says Wings don't score for crap. All right. Sorry, I think I'm missing a couple things here. Missing Matt Randall. Where is it? Matt Randall, I guess I'm just by I missed it, but just by reading I'm gathering that Briggsy's going for another test. And Briggsy, the strength of Briggsy. So Slat saying, my wife had an endoscopy yesterday. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And everything was perfect, just like Briggs' test will be. Respect to you and your family. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sending energy to Big Briggsy right now, but he doesn't need it. That guy is so strong. Big Briggsy's going to be money. All good. Briggsy's going to get the thumbs up and clear. All right. There's Boston Nick giving a shout out to Big Briggsy. I wonder if we go against this market move. I really do. It's just the Blackhawks are so dangerous. There's Dylan Turner in the house. I'm going to not make a move there, but interesting. Chicago opening up at minus 155, now minus 161. I like it too, Walla Walla Dose. We're going to talk about that. Jack Behe saying Hawks past 3 of 4 have hit the over. All right, let's move on to Knights Jets. Knights Jets next up on the docket. Knights open up at minus 145, now minus 133. Money coming in on these Winnipeg Jets. Not a team I want to trust. And Matt Randall says, thanks, guys. Briggs is my beast and tougher at 6 months than I've ever been. Briggsy, the GOAT, says Astute Chaos. Sending you guys strength and Briggsy strength, but he doesn't need it. Briggsy is a beast. Briggsy got the strength. Flipper13 says, baby Briggs is a low bagger. We all resilient fighters. Flipper says, I beat cancer 4 times in 2019. We live forever, says Flipper13. God, love this. Nate Dogg says, Briggsy will be all good. Thoughts are with you, Matt. Dylan Turner, I have the under 5.5 in the Jersey game. And I'm not going to force anything right now, but let's see if we can find some more stuff together. I came close to making the Coyotes a bet, but the market was moving against the Coyotes, and I was like, let's just sit back and wait. Let's talk Knights Jets. Marc-Andre Fleury versus Connor Hellebuck. These Jets just 18-14-3 at home. The Knights 15-12-4 on the road. Fleury, Hellebuck. Jets special teams have been bad all year. The Jets are not a good hockey team, and they have very good players. They've got Morrissey on D. They've got Scheifele, whom I love. They got Wheeler, who's such a leader and great player. They got Laine, who should be lighting it up. Kyle Connor is lighting up. He's got 35 goals this year. They have Laine and Morrissey back. I'm not sure how good these Vegas Knights are, and this will be an interesting test. The issue really with the Jets this year is they already started with a lack of depth, and then they lack of depth everywhere, defense and forward. But their forwards was really defense. What happened to their forwards was injuries. They lose Little, Lowry, Letestu. Those are 3 of the centermen. They're projected 4 centermen for the season. Those are 3 of them. So I'm just completely staying off of this game. I want the Coyotes, but I do not want to compound losses. There's Dom Ricci in the house. 3-0 night. Islanders over 5.5. Kings under 5.5. Clippers under 236. Attaboy, Dom Ricci. Attaboy, Dom Ricci. There's our guy Rez Mob in the house. And Bailey Power coming in with another bet in the Irish First Division. Cabin Teely win over 2.5 goals at plus 130. There we go. More looks from our Bailey Power in the house. Thank you for sharing those with us. Copy and paste those. Mele Pelias Way coming in with action as well. Rod Zawacki says, Jets have some good motivation with Letestu starting to skate again and cleared of his heart issues. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. 420 Fuego says the under is cashing for the Golden Knights last 5 on the road versus Winnipeg. Interesting look. Brooke Jordan coming in with Georgia Tech plus 4. Going to copy and paste that right now. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Brooke. All right. There we go. Dylan Turner says, I'm on unemployment right now. So besides my 4-year-old driving me nuts all day, this is my getaway. And thanks to the show, I'm making more on unemployment and betting than I was working. Boy, Dylan Turner. I love hearing that. Get paid. And love to your family. All right. Let's keep rolling through this NHL card. Viper MB on 3 looks here. Nets -3, Wizards -2.5, over 233 in Miami, under 228.5 in the Bucks game. That's the Bucks-Lakers game. I can't wait for that game tonight. And Eddie Euler says Vegas Jets 5.5 on the board and leaning towards the over right there. Copy and paste that. All right, copy and paste. Okay, let's get back to this NHL card. We are moving on here. Sorry, moving quickly to this Coyotes spot. Coyotes Flames. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here. Coyotes Flames. Is market coming back over to these Coyotes? If I didn't have futures on them that I was worried I was going to lose, I would be on the Coyotes here. And money's coming back. Actually, no. There's been a 2-cent, so a 3-cent move towards Calgary since the Pinnacle opener, but a 2-cent move back. A 2-cent move back towards Arizona. There were plus 135s at some of the books. Eddie Oler says Flames have won last 3 versus Arizona at the Saddle Dome. And the Spidey plays of the day are in. 2-team 6-point teaser. Mavericks -1 and Lakers +5. Rod Zawacki liking Yotes money line. So do I. Thank you, 420 Fuego. Had me pumping my fist heavy. Lamont Williams, Trae Young over. I like that play after him just scoring 16 points last out against a tired Wizards team that can't defend. That's a very interesting look, Lamont. I love that you shared it with us. There's Ill Wise in the house. Says, morning, Jimmy. I don't think I've been ignoring, just been going over my work because I haven't been doing great. I'll be back in effect first thing Monday. Ill Wise, much love to you. Look after what you need, and we will always be here with you. Very interested in your looks and excited to cap with you, my man, Ill Wise. There's Noah in the house. Noah Manian in the house. There's Peter Loshak. We got the legend Lodels Loshak in there. It says, taking a shot with Brown +10.5. Harvard point guard injured last week. Brown not good, but not awful. Lodels Loshak in this joint. Oh, man. Love it. Thank you for sharing that. The legend Lodels. There's Bookie Lover Q in the house. Viper says, what do you think about the under 6.5 in the Leafs game and under 6 in the Blackhawks game? Viper, what I would do is, if I were you, I would wait till it hits 6.5. And I'm interested in that Blackhawks under. And the Leafs game does concern me because this Ducks defense is hurt. They do have Manson back. Res Mob, I hope you cash that. 300 on Gardner Weber future before the tourney. I hope you cash that. And Noah will be at the Knicks game tonight. Man, that's going to be fun. Okay, let's get through this NHL card because I'm itching to talk about basketball as well. I'm itching to talk about basketball. So let's look. I like the Coyotes here. I like the way Kemper's playing. Do we know who's going to be in between the pipes for the Flames? Because they've got a goaltending controversy on their hand. Riddick has an .886 save percentage over his last 6 outings. If they announce that Riddick is in net, I will pull the trigger on the Coyotes. 3-1-0 over the last 4 games. So I told you guys Vancouver's not that good. And it's not because Bester's out of the lineup. They're just not that good. They're not that good of a hockey team. And I hope that they don't make the playoffs because their farm system has studs coming up. And I want to bet them heavily next year. And I want value. And I'm only going to get that value if they don't make the playoffs. There's Twatty Latte in the house. Coyotes are just 2-9-1 over their past 12 road games. But earlier in the year, they were a really strong road team. So even though they're 2-9-1 over the last 12, they're still 16-15-4 on the season. This is what Lawson Krause said. We are a desperate group, and we are playing some desperate hockey right now. I just need somebody to tell me. And Sharp Money says, God damn, it's great to have Pete in the chat. There's Senka in the house. Thank you for joining us, Senka. If anybody, as soon as I find out that Riddick is in between the pipes, I'm going to hammer it right away. And maybe I make the bet anyways. But I would sure like to know. Flames coming off a 3-2 overtime win over the Jackets on Wednesday. They're just 2-5-1 at home since the All-Star break. But they are 4-1-1 over their last 6 because they went on that great road trip. Von Polo says, Jimmy, what can we get on the Flyers to win the Cup right now? See how fast I can get you that. I can't get you that fast. 12-1 plus 1,200 on the Flyers to win the Cup right now. All right, Backlund rolling for these Flames. So straight up, I still may make a move, but as soon as I think Riddick is in net, I'm going to pull the trigger. Eddie Duncan says, love it, Jimmy. Should have listened to you when Junior asked about taking the over in the Clippers game. Thank you, Matt Randall. Be telling you every day I'm from Kentucky too. Go Big Blue. Much love to Eddie Duncan. Yeah, Matt, for some reason I did think that I was thinking that Matt Randall was in Kentucky, but he's in Michigan, close to me, so he's going to come up here and roll. I love it. Peter Loshak says, if I ran for president, I would have the Too Degen to Fail program, and all sports better losses would be bailed out. Come on. This guy's come from heaven. Peter Loshak in the house. All right. Avalanche Canucks. I know this may sound crazy about the Avalanche, including them, but these are both fade teams for me. They're both fade teams. Vancouver opening up at plus 120. They're now at plus 115. So there's been a legitimate move towards these Vancouver knuckleheads. Bill McHugh saying, thanks for the Yukon pick, Matt Randall. Avs coming off a 4-3 overtime loss at home to the Ducks, snapped their 7-game winning streak. They're on a 9-game point streak. They've gone 15-3-2 in their last 20 games. Nate Dogg says Vancouver goes over tonight. Thatcher Demko didn't look so bad against the Coyotes. Had some bad breaks. They're trying to extend their franchise record road winning streak to 10 games. They're without Kadri, without Rantanen, without Calvert, without Burakovsky, and without Cale Makar. Oh, God, I want to fade them so badly. But I can't do it here. I got you, Noel. We're going to get into basketball very quick. I want to fade them so badly, but I can't do it here. Canucks have lost 4 straight games, 4-2 loss to Coyotes on Wednesday night. No Tyler Myers. He missed Wednesday's game with an undisclosed injury. They're without Besser. They're without Furland. Those guys are done for the regular season. Paulie C says no Kale, over 5.5. Adam Lastman says it goes under 6. And Will Turpin going with this hockey hot diggity play from Will Turpin. Blues in regulation. Colf Coleon says I'm on Avs. You know, if I didn't think the Canucks were playing such bad hockey, I would take them here. I want to fade the Avalanche so bad. Okay, I'm going to stop repeating myself. So I'm staying off this game. These are both fade teams for me right now. Let's move on to Leafs Ducks. This is the last game on the NHL card, and then we can move into NBA. Leafs Ducks. Campbell, Gibson. Both teams with real weak penalty killing. Are they going to hang? I mean, there's no way they hang something too low because we'll just jump all over it. 6.5. Well, I'm surprised it's 6.5. I thought there might be a 6. Nilo saying Campbell confirmed for the Leafs. JCam38 says, hey, Bag, when can you have Pete as a guest on your show? Right now, because I'm, producing this alone here. Like, I know how, when we were in Costa Rica, I had Rafa able to do all that. So we're just keeping it simple right now, but very soon. As soon as we are able to. Okay. Okay, Leafs Ducks. Res Mob in the house. Thank you for joining us. 420 Fuego says Canucks might be the play. Then Jimmy, no. They're not good. They're not good. There's Bookie Bird in the house. Coy's more. Fournier out for the Magic. That's facts. Fournier is out for the Magic. There's RMK said finally got to catch a show live. What up, boys? RMK, great to meet you. What are you doing with this NHL card? Let's talk Leafs, Ducks. Leafs on the second half of back-to-back after 1-0 shootout loss Thursday at the Kings. The Ducks, 14.3% power play. Is that much worse without Fowler and Hampus Lindholm in the lineup? Leafs have lost the first 2 games of this California swing. Are they going to get swept on it against these bad California teams? First time they were shut out all season last night. They averaged 3.49 goals per game. Now 3.44. Ducks are coming off 4-3 overtime victory Wednesday at Colorado. Raquel scored a goal. 1.2 seconds left. That's his first goal in 16 games. They did get Josh Manson back. All right. Von Polo says, Jimmy, all you have to do is send somebody an invite to join your... And then it stops. There's Mo Scream TV. Thank you for joining us as you have a subscriber in me. Mo Scream TV. He works with our guy, Boston Nick. Support these guys. They support us. Respect. Thank you, RMK. He almost finished because this is just a YouTube stream. All right, so Dylan Turner says just seen Subban starting tonight for the Hawks. I think it's a night for Detroit first period. That's an interesting look. Rich Kemp says, what are you doing for the late show today? Late show today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. 5:30 p.m. Eastern, late show today, and I'll have Dave Burke, low bagger Davey Burke, sitting right beside me. Okay, I've only made one move on this NHL card, but I expect to make at least one addition. Anthony Thomas says, if the Leafs score more than 2, probably goes over. It's a 6.5. It's a high total. All right, let's move into NBA. And last 48 hours, I'm 8-4 in NBA, plus 3.81 units. If it wasn't for that double loss in that Mavs game 2 nights ago on the Mavs first half and the Mavs -3, if Donkey Doncic would have just went to the lane instead of firing up these threes, I would have taken care of it. I don't believe that's the case, Von Polo, when you are just uploading live to YouTube. I don't believe that's the case. I've been told that is not the case. If it was, we'd be making a move. Guillermo Zertucci says Jimmy's Ragoose horse racing show on at 5:30 Eastern. I thought it was on at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific time. That's what I thought. I'll look into that. All right, let's move into NBA. I've made one move on this game. On this card, Lakers. And Trotwam says, "Oh my God, Jimmy, that ruined my 4-0 sweep." Yeah, you had great first half looks. I mean, you're a spectacular NBA capper, Trotwam. Thank you for being in the chat. Brad Hansen saying Anaheim missing some key defense. Yeah, they're number 1 and number 2 defensemen. Manson's stepping up in a big way, though. All right, let's get to work. Bookie Lover Q says NBA's being sweet. Let's keep that going. There's my guy Reese in the house. Let's talk NBA now. We're going to start with Hawks, Wizards. Oh, but first off, the record 114-99, 53.8% I'm hitting. I'm up 8.74 units. I can smell double-digit units. I ended up last 2 years up double-digit units marginally, but still up double-digit units. I need it again. ROI of 4.12%. Bookie Bird says, I like the under, Jimmy. All right, let's get to work here on this card. Hawks, Wizards. These Wizards got to be exhausted. They're so exhausted, and yet I'm still afraid to pull the trigger on Atlanta. Washington opens up at -3. Money coming in on Atlanta. Makes sense to me now, 2.5s and 2s. I don't understand. Boogie Bird said this is a spot for the Bucks, in my opinion. And says 54% on Wiz. And the line moving towards the Hawks. How can the Wizards be good to go? They finish up that 1-3 road trip. They lose 125-104 at Portland on Wednesday night. It's Friday. So 48 hours later, they go all the way across to the other side of the country. And now they got to play tonight. Beal scored 29 points and I lost to Portland. He was 10 from 29 from the floor. He's got to be exhausted too. 25-plus points in 20 straight games. The Wizards brought in Jerome Robinson to start at guard to give them some defense, and he does give them some defense. All right, the barbecue sauce titty play of the day is in. Besiktas moneyline, Marseille moneyline, Braga moneyline, plus 156. Wow, let's keep profit-leaning Wizards. The Wizards do great stuff at home. Ski, don't you think that this Wizards team's got to be exhausted? They got to be exhausted. Oops, Squad Cap coming in with his action. Jace Cum says Wizards should get the cover here. Catch Caleb says I agree with Ski. And Dom Reed says we're due 8:30 p.m. Eastern. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I can't wait to watch. And Ski says they always play good tired. SoCal Resellers in the house says over. Coy is more says can only look. Wizards Coy coming off a perfect night. 3-0. And Astute Chaos says we're pissed, not exhausted from our Astute Chaos. 7-0 Astute Chaos last 2 days. God, we got some hot cappers in the chat right now. Coys Moore says can only look. Wiz probably will get to the window with it. Wow. And our guy Trotwam giving us Northern Iowa -8.5. 10 a.m. pops off. Thank you, Trotwam. All right, let's take. Okay, so I want to really beat up this NBA card. And Daryl Rice says not exhausted. How are they not exhausted? Let's talk about these Hawks. Okay, they finish up a 4-game homestand 2-2. They looked fine. Wins over Brooklyn and Portland. And then they get destroyed by Memphis on Monday. They've been sitting there angry. And we are heavy horse thoroughbred handicappers, and we are talking about the Big Ragu. Follow him on Twitter, Big Ragu62. He is doing a live stream breaking down these 3 big races we have tomorrow. Gotham Stakes, Tampa Bay Derby, and the San Felipe Stakes. Anthony Chalmers, I'm just on the under 5.5 right now on the Devils game. That's it. Brandon Lugo says Wiz don't get tired because they only play half court. And Sammy's saying Wiz kids tonight, baby. I mean, I don't want to go up against you guys. But there's no chance I'm going to be on the Wizards. No chance. What the hell is that? Sorry. Okay, let's keep rolling. Let's move on to Thunder and Knicks. Bookie Lover Q says, what's the injury report on this game? I will pull it up right now injury report on this game. Let's go. Let's get this moving. Not a chance I'm going to take the Wiz here. I guess we got to wait on Bryant and Ish Smith. I expect Bryant will be back in the lineup. I want to almost say it's certain, but I shouldn't. Will Ish Smith be back in the lineup? Let's see. Let me just make sure. I mean, Bryant was just that because it was the back of a double. Yeah, so Bryant will be back in the lineup. They're still monitoring his minutes. All right. Okay, let's make a move. Let's move to Thunder Knicks. At least I have time, but Atlanta coming off being embarrassed. Let's just see what we get if we made a move on Trae Young prop. Trae Young coming off an ugly game, a very ugly game. He's fresh. He's got to be feeling good. 32.5 points. Okay. I mean, come on. If you don't want me to make the bet, just put it at 32.5. Yenny tuned 3-1 last night. Yeah, we gave you a shout out at the top of the show. Viper MB says Atlanta's been embarrassed for years. And Richard Lee says, yes, Adam Hawks team total over. All right, let's talk Thunder and Knicks here. It's been 7 all morning. -7. We're talking about a 219 total. Heritage has brought it down to 218.5. Black Larry in the house. There's our girl, Cynthia. Thank you for joining us, Cynthia. Coming off another giant day. We've had a big 48 hours here. We need to keep it going. So we talk about quotes a lot. Quotes in the locker room. And one thing that Chris Paul's been getting on the Thunder for is not continuing to attack. And Shai's been getting in this ear, keep attacking, attack. So the Thunder begin this 3-game road trip on Wednesday. 114-107 win over the Pistons in Detroit. They're dominating early. They're attacking. And then they let the Pistons go on runs in these crucial parts of the game. The Thunder should not be trusted. Robert Allen, Santa Clara, shout out. Santa Clara was nice. Santa Clara was a great call by you guys last night. Oops, Squad Cap says Thunder and Knicks not about to play any defense. Over 219 should be good. Loving the quotes about attacking. I agree. But I don't need the Knicks involved. Knicks pace last 5 games, 25th in the NBA, 96.80 possessions a game. Dan Kelly coming in. Bookie Lover Q rolling with us as well. Says small sample size special. So he says it's meaningless, but he rates NBA teams 1 to 10. 3 teams in each group. Past 4 seasons, a 1 team, home team on 2 days rest, road team on 1 day's rest like tonight. Home team is 0-5 full game. Wow. So the home team on 2 days rest, the road team on 1 day's rest. Oh, it's so nice having Dan Kelly in here. Home team on 2 days rest, road team on 1 day's rest. The home team is 0-5. Okay, so the Thunder let the Pistons go on this run. The Knicks are coming off that 112-104 loss at home to the Jazz. It just feels like when teams are playing these weak opponents, they just take their foot off the gas pedal. They take their foot off the gas pedal at times. Coys Moore says Thunder -4 first half. Mitchell Robinson's questionable. If he sits, there's no rim protector. I like the Thunder to get after the Knicks early. And I like Shai to listen to what Chris Paul's saying about attack. Jace, I'm leaning to the under in this game. Ski Prophet says, since December, Thunder 60-3 on the road with minimal rest, except the last 3 games were all losses. Interesting. Robert Allen says, I keep waiting for OKC to cool off, but they still haven't. 420 Fuego says, Knicks are 8-3 against spread in their last 11 home games. Reese coming in with his NHL plays. Avs, Nucks over 5.5. Blues, Devils under 5.5. Yotes, Flames over 5.5. Nucks money line. That's exciting. Boogie Lover Q says, no Robinson Thunder eating. Caught that in. Ski, the quote was from, it was Shai telling us that Chris Paul has been in his ear nonstop about they have to continue to attack. And that's why they have these spots like against the Pistons in crucial parts of the game where the Pistons took over. I mean, Pistons had a 104-103 lead there. They went on an 11-0 run. Topset says OKC is a bargain at -4 first half. I feel like this is a spot where Shai is going to play very well in Madison Square Garden. Let's just take a look at what we're dealing with a Shai prop here. 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Shai is at 28.5. Dan Kelly on the Lakers team total under -115. Jimmy Stain on the OKC team total over 113. Gas station sushi here for the Taint. Respect. The Taint's Northern Illinois. Okay, I'm close to making a couple moves here. I'm going to go to first quarter and just see what I get if I took OKC. It's at -2. -2 first quarter, -4 first half. I don't want to make 4 bets on this game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a move on the first half. OKC first half, -3.5. Oh, 3.5s are on the board now. Interesting. It's -3.5 or -115. That's at Bookmaker, Bet Online, and Bet365. That's going to be my first look here. And Sharp Money says I'm all over that, Dan Kelly. How lucky are we that we have Dan Kelly in our chat every day? Thank you, Dan. All right, first half, -3.5 and -115. And then, my friends, there is no better horse than Maximum Security. He's the best horse in the world. What he did in the Saudi Cup was unbelievable. He barely ate afterwards. He was exhausted. He lost weight. I read that he raced very dirty in that race. I read to screw over Maximum Security, but Maximum Security's heart's too big. All right. Dan Kelly says, I notice a lot of winners when Sharp Money and I are on the same side. Well, I notice a lot of winners, Dan Kelly, when you do anything in regards to the LA Lakers. You seem to know them very, very well. All right. I'm going to double up here. Now, my player props are $25 less. Eddie Duncan saying that his name is Shea, man. All right. He's from Toronto. We know him well here. All right, I'm making a move here on Shea. I'm going over 18.5 point. Oh, it's really juiced to the under. Every time I've been going against these market moves, they've been going well for me in player props. Over 18.5 at -110. That's over 18.5 points. And I'm going on the over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think he listens. I think he listens to Chris Paul here. We're getting over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That's at -120. All right, we are in business. Oh, let's see what my guy Weasel says. I was thinking Dennis Schroeder points over. Maybe the Weasel play today. Okay, well, I'll be keeping a sharp eye out for that. I'll be keeping a sharp eye out for that. All right, let's keep rolling. Trotwam says we cashed that OKC first half on Wham Talk Wednesday, so I might have to go back to the well here. All right, let's keep rolling. All right, next up, Brooklyn Nets, San Antonio Spurs. Money coming in on the Spurs. And I want the Brooklyn Nets, but I wanted to talk it out with you guys first. So let's hammer this game. Spurs, Nets. Spurs pace last 5, 17th in the NBA, 99.90 possessions a game. That's 16th in the last 5 games. Nets coming off that embarrassing 118-79 loss at home to Memphis on Wednesday. Worst home loss since the team moved to Jersey in 2012. Shot 33% from the field, 7 of 42 from 3. They're going to start hitting buckets. Spurs are coming off that 104-103 win in Charlotte on Tuesday. They're not playing good. DeJounte Murray's finally stepping up, but I guess we should give him the benefit of the doubt. He's coming off of a very tough injury. Wow, trade questionable now. Illness. Hardened hand, thank you for sharing that information. Noah says nobody likes the Knicks. Key profit is on the over. Oh, I forgot Noah was going to that game. No, I don't hear a lot about the Knicks. Yes, Bookie Lover Q. Pop will be back coaching tonight. Pop is back. And this Spurs team without LaMarcus Aldridge, without Jakob Poeltl, they're both going to be out of the lineup. Eddie Euler leaning to a Spurs Nets over. The Nets are going to play much better tonight. Top Set says Nets money line. I think the Nets win this basketball game. The Spurs team does not look good. There's Sammy B backing my Nets look. And we can get a really nice line here now. That's first half. What am I talking about? My fault. Nets full game. There's a 3 here. There's 2 threes. One at UWager at minus 115. One at Bet Online at minus 109. I'm going to take the one at Bet Online. I'm in. Nets minus 3. Minus 109. Bounce back. Bounce back spot. Just like I think the Hawks are going to bounce back. Just like I think the Hawks are going to bounce back. Jay Scum says, I like Brooke. There's Jay Money in the house. So I need the Pelicans to put some voodoo on the Heat tonight. Thank you for joining us. Jay Money is money. Start jamming with Jay Money every day at 1 p.m. Eastern over at SBR. Thank you for joining us. There's Andy 2V. Says, shout out for my man, Drew Peacock. Sure. Andy, thank you for joining us. And your man, Drew. Team is getting stronger. And saying Utah Dog of the Day, 74% on Boston. Fade the public. There's John Chow in the house. Thank you for joining us. Juan Ruiz, ready to get to work. Says Gulfstream will be popping this weekend. You know it will be. God, that Florida Derby's coming up too. And then we get to watch Tis the Law. The favorite to win the Kentucky Derby at this point. Although I'm in love with Authentic. Staff Flat says go Celts. Shout out to Tess Tinkle. Shout out to Tess Tickle. Staff Flats in the house. Oop Squad Cap says, why 60% of the money on the Spurs? Liking the Nets even more. People have seen what the Nets have been doing. They've been playing bad basketball. Now they get a chance to regroup, take a breath. There's Maurice Hooker in the house like in Memphis +7. And my man Mike Hunt. I love it. Thank you, Andy 2V. Thank you. Of course, we'll give you guys a shout out. I love it. Respect. Drew Peacock in the house. Mike Hunt in the house. Jin Rin says, shout out to my guy Oliver Klausoff in the house. I feel like the team is growing. Oliver Klausoff, thank you for joining us. Let's get this cash. We're in NBA mode right now, and we have time. No need to rush. This is a giant card that we got to beat up. Got to beat the shit out of this card. Mike Hunt in the house. Nugget Sun said, shout out to my guy Nick Jers. Love it. Now let's get this cash. I said it wrong. Jinrin said, hey, look, you got to hook me up and with the... Oh, okay. I get it, Jinrin. You were just messing with me. Okay. I'm going to stay focused here. We move... Okay, no. Nice. Triple D in the house. J Money, what up? And N is on 6-0 on Dogs of the Night. All right. I'm going to stay focused here. John Charles says we need a guest appearance from you. We're trying to figure that out. All right. Okay. Let's stay focused and destroy this card. I just jumped on Nets -3 at -109. And no, Mannion, I'm not. I want nothing to do with the Knicks. But they've been playing okay. All right, Jazz, Celtics. Celtics coming off a 112-106 win at Cleveland Wednesday night. They did that without Kemba, Hayward, and Jaylen Brown. Let's see what we're dealing with. Both teams' pace the last 5 have been slowed down. Jazz 24th in the NBA, 97 possessions a game. Celtics 23rd in the NBA, 97.34 possessions a game. Let's see what we're dealing with market-wise in this spot. This is a marquee matchup, Jazz-Celtics. Celtics opening up at -2. They're now at -2.5. This total opened up at 220.5 and is now at 221. Kemba will be back in. Hayward out. Jaylen Brown out. And Bojan Bogdanovic is healthy again. He was hurt or sick, excuse me. He was sick, and now he's healthy again, and he's rolling. This guy averaging 24 points over his past 3 games. This is a different team when it's not just Spider. So we watched. So when Bogdanovic was sick, Spider-Man, he was going for 30 points every night. Now he doesn't have to do that. Jay Money says, I'll be on here ASAP as soon as we get that figured out. Of course. All right, let's go. Free sport, yeah, Trae Young may not play. All I can do now, and I could say this every day multiple times, is thank you guys so much for keeping me off the Atlanta Hawks. Thank you. And I listen. And I'm thankful. All right, let's keep rolling along. Jazz Celtics. So, no Hayward, no Brown, but Marcus Smart, good to go. Kemba Walker, good to go. And, of course, Jason Tatum, who's an absolute monster. This is a tough spot. Jazz Celtics. And I noticed that, and Smart's birthday today, interesting. Oops, squad cap liking Celtics first quarter. I noticed that a lot of you guys are not making moves in the Jazz Celtics spot. Flu-like systems. Jim Rome says the NBA card is cheeks. I like this NBA card. And Jinrin is Oliver close off. Play of the day. Celtics minus 2.5. I will copy and paste it. Copy and paste that right here. Okay, that's right under N saying Utah dog of the day. 74% of the public making a move. All right. I'm going to keep rolling here. Michelle Matson making a move on the Lakers under 228.5 and Orlando minus 2. Astute Chaos said I could see an under in that spot. Astute Chaos 7-0. All right. All right. And I'm going to focus on the card instead of reading out people's bullshit. Okay. Let's go. Next up, Heat, Pelicans. And John Chow was thinking Celtics. Next up, Heat, Pelicans. All right. You ask me that one more time, Nugget son. And you're not going to be in the chat anymore. Sammy says this may be a spot to get back in Utah. Would rather pass. Okay. Heat, Pelicans. Heat 22nd, 98.50 possessions a game. Pelicans running fast right now, second with 105.80 possessions a game. Heat coming off an interesting game against the Magic on Wednesday. They break a franchise record for threes, 22 and 44 attempts, and barely squeak by the Magic. Barely squeak by the Magic. Ski Profit says over in this one. Let's see what we're dealing with this Miami-New Orleans game. New Orleans opening up at -2. Now there's 1.5s. This total opening up at 235.5, and it's gone down to 233.5 for 232.5. Ski Profit liking the over. All right. Nilo saying he looked tired. Pelicans should have won last time out. Lost no T. I like the Pelicans. Brooklyn Funk Project is on the over too. We got our cappers in the chat going against this market move. The Heat are coming off that strange game. So Duncan Robinson goes for 27 points, 9 of 12 from 3. They're second in the NBA with 3-point percentage of 38.5. And Zion is rolling. 21 points in 35 minutes in that overtime loss at Dallas, back-to-back for the first time. He scored 20-plus points in 13 straight games. Brandon Ingram, 20-plus points, 27 points before fouling out. Bookie Lover Q says Heat on the road being weird. And says Miami plus 1.5 is a Vegas trap. Don't take it. Daryl Rice says, I don't think Heat will be losing this game. 420 Fuego also on the over. Brooke Jordan says Miami's been looking decent lately. Even though they're on the road, I still like them in this spot. Dear Slayer Ski says, hello from the airport. We'll be capping from Argentina this week. Couldn't miss the show. Check back in the afternoon. Leche Es Los Bookmakers. Dear Slayer Ski, safe travels. Dude up nice in Argentina. Respect. Sammy says, Zion rebounds under Caches. Heat, Pelicans. Heat are 13 and 18 on the road. Pelicans 12 and 19 at home. This game makes me very uncomfortable. Gerald Jones says, New Orleans best over team in the league. Love it. And yet the market's going away from them. All right, I'm not making a move on Heat, Pelicans. Let's keep rolling. Next up, we have Magic, Timberwolves. Magic 4.5 games back of the Wizards. Magic still playing at a much faster pace than they've been playing all year. Dylan Nepper says, what are your thoughts on the Bucks-Lakers game tonight? Dylan, I'll tell you what my thoughts are. I like the Lakers. They need to keep pace with the Clippers. This isn't even about the Bucks, and it's not about revenge. Tatum over 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists as Sammy B. Let's grab that right now. And copy and paste that action from Sammy B on the Tatum props. Ski Prophet says Magic and the over. Coysmore says T-Wolves first half is a play I made. With Fournier out now, I feel better. Damian McCorriston agreeing with Ski on Magic and the over. Top set like a Magic first half team total over 57. Let's get back to these notes in this game right now. Here we go. So I thought the Magic played really well in that 116-113 loss to the Heat on Wednesday. Ross goes for 35 points. The guy's absolutely rolling right now. Absolutely rolling. Averaging 28 points over his last 4 games, 23 of 43 from three-point line. Hit 8 of 10 against the Heat. But the Magic have lost 3 straight. No Fournier, as we said, elbow injury. Wolves have won 3 of their past 5. They're playing much better basketball, and Malik Beasley is leading the way. D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley are a nice backcourt. Bookie Lover Q said, told you all about Magic. I only take them at home on Fridays. Interesting. Oops Squad Cap says, if you like the Magic, they're at -2 at this book right now. Let's see what we're dealing with here. -2 at $5. Yeah, there's some -2s out there for sure. Bet365, UWager, Intertops, 2.5s at Heritage, Bovada, and Pinnacle. There's Omar J. Legend in the house. Trotwam says Beasley has been cooking. Rod Zawacki, Magic 9-0 to the over last 9 games. Wolf 8-3 to the over last. Wow. So let's just take another look at this over. Open at 234.5 and now down to 233 or 233.5. Interesting that these totals, a lot of the overs, and Ski, I mean, he's a baller. I mean, easily one of the best in the game. So he's not concerned about going against these market moves, and that's what he's doing here. Bookie Lover Q says, revenge game, bad spot for the Magic. Bookie Bird says, I love the under. I'm tailing the Lakers team total under. Also like it. Dan Kelly's look there. Sammy saying Beasley prop 3s over Caches. Kevin Hurst being on that Beasley over 2.5 3-pointers made easy money. Stu Chaos says Magic have been following the pace of faster-paced teams. I like the Magic here. I think they're playing good basketball, but do you want to trust them on the road? So I also liked the Bulls 2 nights ago, and you guys got me off making that mistake. 115-108 victory over the Bulls. That was their first back-to-back win since January 5th. So they win 139-134 over the Pelicans, and they win 115-108 over the Bulls. And now Fournier not in for these Orlando Magic. Omar J says Clippers did us a favor last night. Aaron D says, what's the taint play of the day today? The taint play of the day, Northern Illinois. Robert Allen coming in with his Magic. Bookie Lover Q says no Fournier is huge, especially against a couple guards who are playing very well right now on the other side. Just going to copy and paste Robert Allen's action. Thank you for sharing that with us, Robert Allen. Copy and paster. Dan Kelly says, if I get a good number at halftime, I will be on second half Magic. Wow, Minnesota. It just feels like another spot where Vucevic will be eating. He cashed those props for us so easily, but he always plays well against smaller centers when he doesn't get pushed around. I have this feeling like he's going to go off again, especially with no Fournier. Trot Wham, thank you for the support. Michelle Matson says, do we take Richmond in play? Or today, excuse me. Let's see what we're dealing with right now. Who is he going to be battling? Hernan Gomez, Omari Spellman? He's going to eat these guys up for dinner. Brandon Lugo says, yes, Vucevic props again. Peter Loshak thinking about tailing that Magic team total over. God, it's great to have Pete in the chat. Much love to you, Pete. I miss you very much. Let's see what we're doing here. We could make a move. I'm going to quickly take a look at what the props are for Vucevic. I hate going back to props 2 games in a row. It's something I try not to do. His 21.5 points is heavily juiced at minus 130. His points, rebounds, and assists is 37.5. It's just too high, and I don't like going back. All right, let's keep rolling. Here we go. Next up on the card, I've made very few moves on this NBA card. We move over to these Pacers in action. Pacers, Bulls. Pacers pace last 13th, 100.50. Bulls pace 20th in the NBA, 99.10 possessions a game. Indiana is beating up the Bulls all season long. They've won each game against them by at least 9 points and now going for the sweep. Pacers are coming off that 19-point loss against the Bucks on Wednesday night. They covered the first half and then fell apart late. Brogdon not in the lineup. Oladipo not going to be in the lineup is what I expect. He was in the warm-ups on Wednesday before he was dropped. Man, these Bulls. So they're working. So Markkanen comes back. So they're bringing in Wendell Carter Jr., Otto Porter Jr., and Markkanen without Levine out. Eddie Euler says, and Warren also questionable. Look, this game has so many moving parts. I don't want anything to do with it. I do not want anything to do with it. Oh, perfect. Okay, there's something I don't have to back. People say, Nadine Armin says, people, this dude is a con artist. Okay, Nadia. That's allowed. Okay, let's keep rolling along. One thing that Pete taught us so well about handling the haters is just to come in and let them hate. This dude is a bum with stolen hats. Okay, that was funny. Okay, let's keep rolling. That is allowed. This dude's a bum with stolen hats. Okay, let's move on to Grizzlies Mavericks. This is a very interesting game on the card. Grizzlies Mavericks. Dallas opening up at minus 7.5. Money coming in on Memphis. Now it's 6.5. This total opened up at 226, and now it's 226.5. Doncic and Porzingis playing great basketball, especially Porzingis. Rolling right now. But he played 45 minutes in that win, that overtime win. They've not looked very good. He plays oh, wow. Jamal Stone says, I think Blazers put the hands of God on Phoenix first quarter, first half. I want the Blazers. I'm excited about the Blazers. Ski Profit leaning to the under. Nadia wants me to tell people about my husband and how I sleep with men. That's what Nadia wants. Tell them about my husband. What's my husband's name, Nadia? Okay, I got to stay focused. But Nadia, feel free to say whatever hate you want, man. Okay, so Porzingis. Sprained left thumb. Post-game x-ray was negative. He didn't practice yesterday. Is he going to be in the lineup? Memphis is rolling right now. Coming off that 118-79 beatdown of the Nets. Memphis won 3 straight. 3 straight games of holding teams under 90 points. That's the first that any team's done that in the NBA this season. Grizzlies have also won games by an average of 31.7 points. Brooklyn Funk Project took the under 230. Yes, Yenny Toon, we're just not doing that right now. We're just not doing that right now because I'm putting up the show on my own. If we can get we're talking about moving to StreamYard and things of that nature, so we are talking about that. Tim Record says, I'm Jimmy's husband and I'm not mad. Okay, I'll stay focused. Got to stay focused here. What are we doing with this spot? Danny Menlo says, is that why you were sweating so much yesterday? I almost got caught with your husband. Oh, Jessica Fine. You think it's Jessica Fine? Oh, man. We missed that. Okay. Bobby Arms, we've learned from Lochak's greatness that we don't just ban these people. We just don't care about them. We just don't care. And then they have no power. All right. So, Grizzlies, Mavericks, are we making moves here? Are we making moves on the Grizzlies? Can the Grizzlies keep rolling? Is 6.5 points enough for us to make a move on them? That is the question. Eddie Oler says Grizzlies won last meeting in Dallas by 14 a month ago. God, I'm not making many moves on this card. Thankfully, we have a late show at 5:30 p.m. Eastern where we can take more time and figure shit out. All right. Blazers, Suns. Eddie Oler says you can get Memphis at 7. Pink Eye Genius has been telling you about them Suns. Ayton more than likely out. Ayton's going to be out. The Blazers are the play here. The Blazers have to start rolling. They have to start rolling. Blazers 12th in the association in pace last 5, 101.10 again. Possessions a game. They're 3.5 back from the Grizzlies. Lillard is back in action. They need to start winning, and they need to start winning now. Suns have lost 4 straight games. There's going to be no Oubre. There's going to be no Ayton. Reese says Blazers -3 all damn day. This is a double-up spot. A double-up spot on the Blazers for me. A double-up spot on the Blazers, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking Blazers first half. I'm getting a -1 at -115. That's available at Bet Online. Blazers first half, -1, -115. And Blazers full game. I'm not going to do the triple up. Dan Kelly says, I got to go all. I'm not so. All I'm on so far is Minnesota first half team total under. LA Lakers full game team total under, and should have a few more later. Thank you for sharing that with us, Dan Kelly. Respect. Ski Prophet says, capping right now and telling you all what I like later. Nothing official yet. Thank you for sharing your hard work. There we go. Copy and paste that right now. Okay. Now we're going to take Portland full game. Just had to copy and paste all of Dan Kelly's action. Here we go. Blazers full game. Let's lock it in right now. Blazers full game. There's a 3 available at Heritage. There's 1 3 left on the board. I will take that. -3 and -105. Book it and lock it in. There's Matt Randall. Our guy Matt Randall says, Briggs and I are chilling on the couch listening to the show. Future capper in the making. Shout out to you, Briggsy. Much love to you, Briggs. Okay. Let's keep rolling along. Next up, we have the Bucks Lakers. I already made a move on the Lakers at -110. To me, I don't even need to look at what's going on here on all of my notes. Although Anthony Davis, I expect to be in the lineup. He's probable. I expect him to be in the lineup. But this to me is simply message sending time for the Lakers. And the message is towards the Clippers. These Lakers have to take care of business. Ski Profit leaning towards the under and the Bucks. You're getting the Lakers at even money, basically, at home when it's message sending time. I like it. Lakers have moved to -1.5. I got them at -110 in my bet. I believe I got -105 as the official play because that's what was available at 5 times. And right now, if you want the Lakers, money keeps coming in on them. If you want them right now, -115 is the best you can get at Intertops and UWager. That was a move that I made. Junior Brown says Anthony Davis came out of the womb, listed as probable. Nice to see Junior Brown in the house. Thank you for joining us. Our guy Nadir in the house says, I think the Mavs go for 109+ points tonight when it's final. And Brooke Jordan also leaning towards the under in Bucks Lakers, also with the under in Bucks Lakers. And Peter Loshek says, all jokes aside, God bless Dan Kelly. Absolutely. God bless Dan Kelly. Sammy liking the Bucks money line. Coys Moore says, this stretch of games for the Lakers is about to be tough. 420 Fuego says, Greek Freak coming to steal the show tonight. And Nadia Armin saying, people I know, this dude, he used to sleep in a shelter. That's what Nadia Armin's saying. Okay, so there we go. There's my action. We are back here at 5:30 p.m. Hopefully, Nadia, you're going to be available for that too. And I'm here in Parkdale if you want to fuck. All right. This is what I'm on in NHL. In NHL, I'm on the under 5.5 and Blues Devils, and that's it. That's the only thing I'm on. I'm interested in the Coyotes. As soon as I find out that Riddick is in net, I will make a move on the Coyotes. If I need to wait, and then I find out that he's not in the lineup and they've gone with Talbot, I still could make a move. Only one play in NHL for me right now. In NBA, I've got more work to do, but I'm on Thunder first half -3.5, and then I made moves on our guys, Shea Gilgeous Alexander, over 18.5 points at -110, over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists at -120. Thank you for joining us, Cynthia. And then nothing else on this card at this point until we get to the Blazers first half full game double up. And then the Lakers -110. I'm also going to pull the trigger on Matt Randall's taint play of the day. I'm on a 5-1 run in NCAA basketball. We have Northern Illinois on the docket from our Matt Randall. Let's see where it is. I believe you said it was at 8 p.m. Let me find it. Why can't I find it here? Northern Illinois, where are you? Oh, sorry. Let me go to a very quick find here. Northern Illinois, where are you? Oh, it's because I'm not on NCAA basketball. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Live odds. Let's go to Northern Illinois. And where are you? Show me your face, Northern Illinois. What the hell's wrong? What the hell's wrong with me? I'm having a problem finding Northern Illinois here. Okay. It was Northern Illinois, was it? Right? It was Northern Illinois was the taint play of the day. Taint play of the day, Northern Illinois. All right, I'm going to grab it very quick here. Northern Illinois. And they're up against Ball State, so just find Ball State. Come on, show me your face, Ball State. What the hell's wrong with me? All right, I don't know why I can't find it. Ball State. Please show me your face. There we go. Northern Illinois. Opened up at -2. Now it's at -1.5. There's also a -1 on the board. The market moving away from it. -1 at Bookmaker. That's what I will take. Northern Illinois, -1 and -110. I'm tailing the taint play of the day. Northern Illinois, -1 and -110. There may be more. I'm going to go over everybody's action and decide what moves to make. But there is my action on today's card. We meet back here in 5 short hours. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat that have rolled with us. And Topset says, show me your face, Ball State. Show me your face. Chris Kopech says, pound Northern Iowa, -9. I'm going to quickly go over everybody's action here. What these great cappers in the chat are on. As we heard, Dan Kelly's on Minnesota first half team total under and LA Lakers full game team total under. Robert Allen is on Richmond -1 and Dartmouth +7. Sammy B's making a move on Tatum over 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Michelle Matson is on Lakers under 228.5 and Orlando -2. Jin Rins, Oliver Closeoff play of the day. Celtics -2.5. All right. Dan Kelly's on the Lakers team total under 115. Reese is on Avs Nucks over 5.5. Blues Devils under 5.5. Yotes Flames over 5.5. And the Canucks money line. OG Wham, Trot Wham is on Northern Iowa minus 8.5. Oops, Squad Cap is on Pelicans minus 1.5. Lakers, Bucks under 228. Thunder, Knicks over 219. Trailblazers first half minus 2. And Celtics first quarter minus 1. Sammy B adding a little bit of action here. And Whiteside from Jamal Stone. Whiteside over 14.5. And we destroyed Whiteside props last out. And I don't like going back-to-back on player props, so I'm not making a move at all right now. Let's get back to this stuff here. AM, our guy, AM plus money. Barbecue Sauce Titty Parlay is Besiktas money line, Marseille money line, Braga money line at plus 156. Will Turpin, hockey hot diggity play, Blues in regulation. Our guy Pete Loshak is on Brown plus 10.5. Says Harvard point guard injured last week. Brown not good, but not awful. Lamont Williams was thinking about making a move on Trae Young. Now we know he's sick, so hopefully we don't pull the trigger there. Brooke Jordan on Georgia Tech plus 4. Rod Zawacki's on the Yotes money line. Alex Ramirez, Spidey play of the day, 6-point teaser. Mavericks minus 1 and Lakers plus 5. Eddie Oilers on Vegas Jets over 5.5. That's just a lean at this point. Viper and B, our guy Viper. He's on Nets minus 3, Wizards minus 2.5, and over 233 in Miami. And under 228.5. with the Bucks. JL says Wyoming plus 15. They are running hot. And Trotwam loving Loshak's look there on the Brown. Loving his look on Brown. All right. Melee Palace Way. Magic Wolves full game over. Bailey Power gave us Irish First Division. Cabin Teely to win and over 2.5 goals. That combination is at plus 130. Plus 130. Lamont Williams max bet. We know how Lamont Williams max bet cashes is over 144.5. Full game over. Bailey Power. Soccer bets Irish Premier League. Derry City at even money. Derry City, even money. Sweaty Butcher, Orlando, Minnesota, over 233.5. Jimmy Stain on Mavs first quarter. The Sweaty Butcher's prime cut, those Pacers money line, Thunder money line at plus 120. Cashman's making a big bet on Marseille money line. Shadow, our guy Shadow in NHL, St. Louis, New Jersey, over 5.5. That concerns me because I'm on the other side. Arizona money line, Colorado regulation. In NBA's on Atlanta, Washington, over 247. Boston minus 2.5. Miami, New Orleans, over 233, and he's on the Lakers Bucks over 228. So he's on the other side of a lot of you guys here. Junior Brown, like in Belmont team total over. Slats 45 is on the Blues for 2 units. Matt Randall, Taint play today. Northern Illinois minus 1.5. Barry Cockiner, Richmond minus 1, Bradley minus 5.5, Murray State minus 1.5, and he's also on the Taint. Jonathan Roden, Drake, Northern Iowa over 129.5, Southern Illinois versus Bradley over 124.5. He's parlaying those. Walla Walla Dose is locked in OKC first half minus 3.5. He's also on Utah plus 2, New Orleans minus 1, and the LA Lakers pick 'em. And that is everybody's action. Repulate Gaming says, what's the Taint? The Taint is Northern Illinois minus 1.5. All right. A lot of action here in the chat. Okay, thank you guys for joining us. We have a spectacular late show, 5:30 p.m. It's starring Nadia Arman, and I will be sitting right beside Lowbacker Dave Burke. Dave Burke, he will be right beside me, and hopefully, this afternoon I'll be delivering a little magic to this Nadia Arman, who seems very interested. Thank you guys so much. Most importantly, let's give a shout out to all the cappers. Stelio Contos, Viral Video, Cynthia in the house. Cynthia, so nice to see you. Cynthia Paniagua in the house. Michelle Matson, Adam Lassman, Matt Randall, Tuate Latte, the legend Lodals Loshak, Jim Rome's a douche, Lanita Land, Repulate Gaming, Chris Kopech liking Yale minus 6 over Dartmouth, Danny Menlo, Brooke Jordan, Bruce Shad, Bookie Lover Q, DX Filer, DJ Big Boss, Rod Zawacki, Alex Ramirez, Eskimo, Walla Walla Dose, Junior Brown, Trot Wham. What a great group. Oops Squad Cap, Reese, AM, Colv Coleon, G Sauce, 80 Proof TV. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Let's get that cash. Coming off 2 giant days in a row. I need to keep it rolling. Leche Es Los Bookmakers.